Hello friends, welcome back. My name is PK. In this video, I will show you how you can use the point of sale system for the bakery, which is a web-based system, and the backend or the database is in Google Sheets. So you can come to our website nextgentemplates.com and just come to the web app sections. And here we have created a lot of web apps. Today we will show you how you can use the bakery POS Web App. So let's open it in the new tab, and you can purchase it from here, as well as if you want to try this first, you can just come down, and here we have given one option, that is launch live demo. Just click on this. It will open the login page and you can test this from here. On the top you can see this is coming from the Google app script user. You can just close this, and then from here you can see the login credential also. We will use with the admin, so I will show you. Let's use here admin1 and the password ABCD and just enter. So this is the landing page, and here we can create the quick invoices, and you can just search all the products. You can see here these are all the products of the bakery, and you can add the images here. Okay, these are by default. I have added one image here. You can see I will guide you how you can use the image. First, let me show you. If you want to add a new item here, you can just click on this plus button and just upload the image here, or you can paste the image URL also. Then fill the product related information like the categories, subcategory, and the product name, and the product type, and the other information. Okay, just fill that, and that product will appear here. At the bottom we have given the categories. So if you want to see, let's say, only cakes, so cakes will be visible, and it will help you quickly navigate that, or you can keep it all also. If you want to put here something like this, and automatically that will filter the relevant product with the image. Okay, because image we haven't uploaded here, so it is not reflecting, but if you want to upload the image, you can do that. Now for example, I want to create a bill, so I can simply just click on that product. As I click, you can see that is getting added here in the bill. You can change the quantity from here. Automatically that thing will be added in the bill. You can decide the tax also, how much percent you want to add in the tax, or you want to remove the tax part. You can just decide that. Now here we have the option to cancel order or the hold order, or you can just click on pay. As you click on pay, then you can decide the payment mode, whether it's a cash, card, UPI, wallet, other, or you can add the other payment mode in this list. Okay, as well as you can make the split payment also. Just click on this. For example, by cash I want to take 20 USD from here, and by card I want to take the remaining amount, that is 23.63. So that is also possible, 3.63. Okay, so that total will be the same, or if you change it only to, then the total will come here. Okay, or if in the cash customer is providing some other information, then the change due will appear here. You can put any notes in the bill if required, but I'm putting here only 20, and let's say 3.63, and just save and confirm the bill. Let's put here 3. Okay, and then save and confirm the bill. So it is saving the bill. Okay, now you can take the print of it, or you can print the KOT. You can just open the customer WhatsApp if customer has provided the WhatsApp number or the email, so you can just do that. But if you want to take the print, just click on this, so it will show that print option here, and you can take the print on the 3-inch printer, 4-inch printer, as well as on the A4 size paper. So we have given the option to choose that, and then you can see how our bill is looking like. You can customize everything here, your logo, your name, and everything. I will show you that one also. Okay, now this was the part of the bill, and if you click on the hold order, then it will come here, and you can continue later on whenever customer asks something else, and you can just come to the hold orders and open that orders and you can create the bills. Okay, so these are things available in the hold order, and you can see here we have some action items like you can resume the bill, or you can transfer the table, or you can cancel this order directly from here. Okay, now let's come to the table parts. You can arrange your tables also. We have here these tables. You can add a new table and you can directly take the order on the table from here. You can reserve the table. Okay, these are the sections where table is available. If you click on add new table, you can give the one number for a table, the area, you can select any area, as well as you can create your new areas also. Okay, and the capacity of the table and the other information, then you can just save this table name and that will appear here. Okay, in the bakery ticket parts, if something has to be make it ready, it is not readily available and you take the adder, then you can move to the qot or bakery ticket part and that will appear here. Now once that person will logged in, they can see the order and they can just update the status from here directly. Coming to the bills part, here all the invoices or the bills will appear, and you can see any bill from here. To take the print, just click on this, and if you click on this icon, then it will show the summary of that bill. Okay, if you want to take the print, you can take that. You can decide the printer from here. Your printer is 3-inch, 4-inch or A4, then you can decide that and you can take the print accordingly. Here we have the cancel or void bill, and then we have here refund option also. Okay, now coming to the dashboard, you can see the all summary for the selected dates and that how many sales, total orders, discount, tax collected, tips, and the other options also. And you can see some charts also here, the recent bill and the stock information also for the products. If it is going low stock, so it will show that for the reorder. Okay, you can change this date range and just click on apply to see the latest dashboard. Coming to the report part, you can generate lot of reports from here, such as daily sales, bill wise, item wise, category wise, cashier wise, and we have lot of options here, and you can just click on that particular report and it will generate that report. Like we have selected, you have to select the date range on the top and it will show the small summary here, then the data. You can just take the print of this report or you can download this in the Excel as well for the further analysis. Okay, now coming to the product part, so this is the same window wherein we can add a new product. This is the product image. Okay, edit button, and then you can add the image from here directly. The other information is filled, just click on this, so image will be appearing here as well as on that POS system also. You can add from here. Let's say you want to create a completely new category, so you can just click on the categories and you can see we have a lot of categories, and I want to add a new category. Just select that and the icon which you want to keep, and then you can just give the sorting order where you want to show on the top or bottom or mid. You can just take that accordingly and just save, so that new category will appear whenever you create a new product. That will come according to the, whenever you click on the new product, so you can select the product according to that category. All right, now we will show you the inventory part also. If you come to the inventory tab, and here you can see we have all the transactions, okay, related to the inventory, and you can adjust the stock here. Let's click on the adjust stock, select any product. Okay, so let's say I have selected this one. It will show you the count also, the available count, and you can just put your product name. So when you just add or remove this accordingly, and then here you can just select the region, why are you adjusting this one, and then put the notes. Okay, and then adjust accordingly, and so that your inventory will be up to date. These all the cards will be created automatically. For the sales opening, you have to put once only and rest will appear automatically. Okay, but you just need to do the adjustment here if there is some wastage, okay, or you are giving to the staff, so you can adjust it. Now in the purchase part, you can just add your purchases, whatever you are purchasing. So just click on new purchase button and you can add your purchase information. Select here the supplier name, date, invoice number, and you can put the other information also, what you are purchasing, the quantity, then rate. If it is your own manufacturing, then you don't need to update the purchase detail here, okay. So you can just update as the manufacturing part, okay. You can add the new line to add the new product information. We have the supplier here, you can add the new supplier information, and then we have the customer here, and similar to the other form, you can add the new customer WhatsApp number, email, and you can see the detail of the customer also. If you click on any of the customer, you can see the order history from that customer also. You can use this for the B2B purpose or your VIP customers or the regular customers, okay. And here we have the expenses part. So whatever your bakery expense, you can just give the input. It can be salary, maintenance, or the other things. So you can just add the expense here and select the category. These category is customizable. You can add the new category and just input here. If you want to add the receipt, that will also can be uploaded and it will go to your Google Drive. Here we have the shift and cash option, and if you are running your bakery in the multiple shifts, so you can manage that shift and cash from here. Once the another cashier is coming and first one is going, then you can just open the shift from here, okay. Import and export part is something which you can use whenever you are start using this template or the web app. So you can just upload in bulk your product, your category, and everything, and that can be used in the Excel or CSV file. If you don't want to create all of the product one by one, then you can upload it from here. First you need to download the template from here. Let's say I want to create the product categories, right? So for the product categories, just download the template. It will be a CSV file. Fill the information, then upload from here the same one, so that will be created. Similarly, then you can take the product, you can take the customer, supplier tables, expenses, and the other information. Next one, we have the user management. We have given the different role for the different users. You can see here in the role, we have admin, we have manager, we have cashier, we have baker, we have inventory user, and the last we have one viewer also, okay. So you can edit the change the password for anyone. You can edit the information, like for this particular one we want to make the cashier, and you can change that, okay. You can add the new user also, give the full name, and you can just put the password and the other thing, and that user will appear here. Coming to the list management, here you can manage your list, okay. Let's select a list here. For example, I want to keep order type, okay. So apply this, so all the order type will appear here. And if you want to add like we have these all order type, right? If you want to change this, you can just change it, or you can add the new item here, add the new value, take here order type, this one, add the new value here, and just save this, okay. So that will appear here, and it will appear in the relevant form also. Next one is the setting sheet, and from the setting sheet you can just manage your business profile. You can put your bakery name, and then you can put here logo or image, and here you can put the login page, and here you can put the address, phone number, and the email, and here you can put your website. The currency, it can be pound, it can be dollar, it can be INR, whatever you want to put. Then here you can put your billing information, such as the tax 5%. Do you want to show the service charge option? You can check this, then it will show on the card. And like you want to show this, you want to show the discount, the maximum cashier discount is 10%. By default order type is cashier. Here we have given the default printer, whatever you are using, 3-inch, 4-inch A4. And the receipt footer text, whatever you want to put there, then there are some prefix for the bill, for the kot, and the other. Okay, you can just test the sample receipt also. And here we have given the some other option like database archive. Whenever you think your data is going very huge after using some years, like 1 year, 2 year, and then you can just archive the database, so it will make a copy of the old database for the completed orders and save it in your Google Drive. And in the new database it will keep the limited data, so that your overall web app will be working faster and there will not be any performance issue. Okay, in the audit log we can see it create the records every time whenever you do any activity or any other user do any activity, that will capture the log here. Okay, in the how to use or the help section you can see if a particular one, like how you can set up the printer, how you can product image, inventory guide, the cashier pos, and everything will appear here, so you can just adjust that part also. All right, if you want to get the more template you can visit our website, just click on this, so it will take you to the web app section. We have a lot of web apps which can help you in your any type of business. If you need any customization also we can do that. Okay, or we can create a new web app as per your requirement. All right, friends, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe my channel to get the regular update of my videos. Thank you so much for the watching.